This week on the Push Pull Legs podcast, we talk about the hashtag all-in diet that a YouTuber is doing right now. Also, we talk about accepting your choices, G-flight testing, and the 5 or 6 worst things for supplements, sweets, chocolates, cereals, drinks, exercises, you name it. Three, 2, 1. Are you all in, Dan?
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Dan Meek.
And me, Tom Hall. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, good mate. I just learned not to eat pick and mix before coming live on air because you get a bit stuck in your throat and you have to do the 3 takes of the intro.
3 takes of the intro. That's probably the most we've ever done.
Yeah, well, one of them was your fault. The other one was mine, so we're about even.
We are definitely even. We're going to see how long this goes, and we'll probably have to redo one again. But
You've got a chopstick in your hand.
I haven't got a chopstick in my hand. I've got a wand.
Oh, I'm sorry. As good as a chopstick.
As good as a chopstick. No, this is Voldemort's wand. It's on my shelf.
It's not Voldemort's wand, though, is it?
It is, though. If you look at it, can you see it?
It's not, is there, is it?
It definitely is. It definitely works.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Gonna put spells on you as you go, but I'm gonna do the whole show with a wand in my hand because apparently I'm too handsy. So if
you are very handsy. You're boomerangable, aren't you?
I'm incredibly boomerangable, as we found out from. I did a whole day of lecturing on plyometric power, strength, and post-activation potentiation. But that was boring. But the boomerangs that came out of it were not, right. So yeah.
It's the only reason I've watching your Instagram.
Yeah, more boomerangs apparently of me. I walk around. Also, one of the lads was like, "Can you just like stay there?" Because I'm walking around too much, boomeranging, hands up everywhere. Excitable, mate. Very excitable, which is what potentiation is about. So being excited muscle groups. Yeah, mate. Anyway, what's been going on in your world?
Not a lot, mate. I tell you what, though, I got an Apple Watch, didn't I?
You did.
We talked about this the other week.
I still haven't fixed mine, so goodbye.
One thing I've noticed is the heart rate monitoring it. I'm not sure how accurate it is.
Oh, it's crap.
Yeah, but no, obviously, like in terms of like measuring exercise, it would be. But I mean, resting heart rate and stuff. I'm not sure how legit it is. But that's
a general theme of all heart rates is because obviously the greater the number, the harder is the track. Therefore, the more I don't know variance of accuracy there is.
Yeah, I don't know how. Like I said, this claims to be very good, but we'll see. I actually now want to get a heart rate monitor to properly test this because obviously you hear everyone bang on about how reducing stress and having a really low heart rate and how you need to be able to get back down to heart rate real low and stuff. My resting heart rate on average is 46 today.
That's pretty low, dude.
And the other day,
you need some more stress in your life. Mine's
the other day, I was sitting there the other day and it was like 42, 43, and I'm like, I don't need to do all the other meditating and blood glucose shit. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty low stress environment.
I'm pretty cool.
But also, I just think it goes to show how people talk about being fit and healthy and stuff. Obviously, having a low resting heart rate is correlated to being healthier and stuff like that. And it just goes to show you that I don't really do a huge. I say I don't do a huge amount. I play cricket, which isn't really a sport.
You do a huge amount.
I've started playing a bit of basketball, but other than that, I only go to the gym 3 times a week or something. But just goes to show you that a bit of walking around, some steps, walking up and down some hills because Bath's quite hilly. You can stay quite fit, So that's what I've noticed anyway.
I'm just trying to see if I see what my resting is actually. It'll be on activity. I haven't got my thing on, so I'm just trying to do it through my phone.
Well, yeah. So that's what I figured out the other day. I was like, actually, I don't need to worry about all the things that are designed to reduce stress. I realised I'm not particularly stressed. Maybe it's all just made up. All the stress I'm feeling is made up. That's what's been going on. But other than that, mate, I obviously brought all the topics to the table today. What we're going to talk about. You were useless as always. Firstly, you don't know who Stephanie Buttermore is for one.
I'm just looking at my resting heart rate, mate. So, mine's around 55, 53.
Well, I'm
53. Yeah, so I'm around there. I'm mid-range 50s.
Well, there you go.
I am more stressed than Dan, basically. Be interesting. What were you talking about? Sorry, I was looking at my heart rate. Stephanie Buttermore.
I'm just saying that. Yeah, you don't even know who Stephanie Buttermore is. So
a fantastic surname. That is a great surname.
Mm-hmm.
The surnames go Buttermore. That's good.
Butter more. Butter up more.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, this is what you're talking about topics, right? Yeah, I've read. Well, Dan didn't bother writing any notes, so I've quickly had to write notes on what he blurted out.
Well, you say write the notes, mate. I think you the way you pounded your keyboard, fucking everybody heard it. Yeah, honestly, like, it was smashing his keyboard. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, Stephanie Buttermore is Jeff Nippard's girlfriend, and Jeff Nippard is a big YouTube fitness guy, evidence-based.
I think she is a relatively big name by herself, isn't she?
Oh no, she's big by herself. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. But so she's got a PhD as well, very intelligent. Yeah, I don't know if PhD means you're intelligent.
No, it just means you went to uni. I didn't bother going to go do my PhD because the pay wasn't good enough.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's smart-ish, I suppose, from what we can tell, and she's evidence-based and that sort of stuff. But recently, she's been doing an experiment on herself, and N equals one experiment, has to be said, where she's eating as much food as it takes for her to feel full. So I don't know if you want me to just go straight into it. I'll go straight into it, shall I? But basically, I was just intrigued by it because I came across it the other day and I thought that she'd visibly changed from what I remember her looking like. And she's gained quite a lot of weight, which is not a bad thing at all. I'm just merely stating that fact for those of you that are going to jump on me. So I just thought it'd be interesting to talk about her experiment and why she's doing it and what she's doing.
Shall I read out your main points from Dan's research? Essentially, it's hashtag all in if you want to go follow it, I believe, on her page. I think she's doing like a load of Instagram stories with that kind of stuff, and then I'm sure if you follow the hashtag, that'll be. I mean, it's just quite interesting, isn't it? And so reasons for doing. So we worked out. So she's on. It's a minimum 2,500 calories a day, correct?
Minimum, yeah. No max.
Minimum. So no maximum, but she's generally aiming for 5,000.
She's averaged 5,000.
She's averaged 5,000. So using our brain, and she also said she'd gained 30 pounds, so give or take 15 kilos, right? So and because we're such smart chaps, and Dan got his maths wrong straight away, I got it right. And we've worked out that she's in about 2,000 calorie a day surplus. It's probably about that. So she's gone about 8 weeks, 2 kilos a week. Yeah, we give or take. So she's overeaten by about 2,000 kilos. 2,000 calories. So 2 kilos a week, which is a lot. Like that's just
for 8 weeks in a row.
8 weeks is a lot. Like that's big.
So the reason I wanted to chat about this is because I saw.
But Dan's done it as well, unintentionally.
I saw a picture of her, and I actually didn't recognise her. I didn't recognise her face. Like, she's put a lot of weight on her face and stuff. But so basically, the history of this is that she has been quite lean for quite some time. She's a fitness YouTuber. She's always posting pictures of herself in swimsuits and bikinis and all this sort of stuff.
Like me.
And she's very, very lean, and she just did a mini cut, and she was basically talking about how she just constantly for 5 years has always felt as though she's hungry. And she had an interview with a woman for her YouTube channel or a podcast or something, and talked about amenorrhea in women, about when women lose their periods, how to get it back, and all this sort of stuff. And essentially, she just went into the science behind it, and her theory is that this woman, anyway, that she interviewed. Her theory is that you need to go all in your calories. You need to eat as much as you can to feel full for as long as you can until you get to the point where you eat a normal amount of food and feel full. And she called it kind of resetting your metabolism. Like we always say, metabolisms can't really be changed hugely, all that sort of stuff, right? But basically what's going to happen with her metabolism is her metabolism is going to increase. One, because she's gaining weight, quite a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's going to increase because of that. Secondly, her thermic effect of feeding is going to increase. Thirdly, her NEAT is going to increase massively. Like, her body will naturally move more, it'll fidget more, it'll become all this sort of stuff. Because there's an excess of calories around. Like, your body...
It's like load moves load as well, because it doesn't take more effort to move the increased load. She from 8 weeks ago, she's actually having to move 16 kilos more, right?
Yeah, I can't believe, like I said, for her, like, I think she would have been around between 50 to 55 kilos, I would guess. I would hazard a guess. So she's likely
nearly 70 kilo mark now.
Nearly 70, up towards that. I would guess. I'd guess. So
also, number 4, and the fact is she's still training, and she probably does train pretty hard.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
increase of calories, her training, like
Yeah.
volume, everything, expenditure, intensity is going to skyrocket because she's going to feel absolutely phenomenal in the gym.
Yeah.
So therefore, increased muscle mass, not muscle percentage, muscle mass will go up on an absolute value, which we know probably will contribute to metabolic rate increasing.
Yeah, and like with anyone who goes to maintenance or surplus calories, your metabolism will adapt to that, because again, it's not healthy for your body to have excess levels of glucose in the blood. It will burn that off. It will. That's why people become energetic after eating loads of carbs and sugar and all this sort of stuff. So it's one of those things where I don't know. The cynic in me, I suppose, is looking at it as if
the cynic in you.
I think, I mean, is it just a trend at the moment in the fitness industry that it's like body positivity, be okay with how you look, how you are, whatever, all this sort of stuff? And I get it, but I can't help but think 2 kilos a week for 8 weeks is a healthy rate of weight gain. I don't think it is. I'm no expert in this field, but it doesn't sound to me like that's a smart rate of weight gain. I mean, this is the whole experiment. It's like an all-in experiment, right? And I get that side of it, but I just think that maybe a kilo a week would have been smarter, to actually have some sort of boundaries within it. Like, she just went straight to have as much as you want every day, and 75% of it is from single ingredient whole foods, supposedly.
Yeah.
And all that sort of stuff. But my whole point with this is that the whole reason she's doing it is that she then finds dieting easier in the future. Like, she's going to diet it off. Like, there's all this talk about being positive and being happy with it and going all in, and I get it all, but she's going to diet it off. Like, she's going to want to diet down to a certain point, and she probably wants to diet down to where she was before, but hopefully not feel negative effects of hunger and all this sort of stuff. And I get that the pressure of maybe the industry means that she's probably felt like she's dieting, that I've been dieting for the last 5 years potentially. But she also does ridiculous cheat days. Like, on her channel, she's known to do ridiculous, like 10,000 calorie cheat days and stuff like that. So I'm not sure, like I said, whether for her, if she'd have done that a bit smarter, she would have been in a position where she wouldn't have been as hungry. Because I'd imagine she'll basically have a cheat day and then she'll diet for 6 days of the week. Do you know? Like, whereas actually, if she was smarter with that, would she be in a better place with that sort of thing now? In her physique, I'm not sure. But I just thought it was interesting because it's obviously a bit of an experiment, and I just wonder how far she's going to go until she. Again, it's easy for her to just do a video and go, "Oh yeah, no, I'm feeling like I feel full now when I eat," and it's like, well, do you though? Or are you just getting to a point where you're not happy with how you look or how you feel or whatever? Like, I don't know. I just think some people genetically are just more hungry than other people.
Yeah.
Like Mike's a prime example. Like Mike, he just always fancies eating. Whereas I don't. I'm quite happy to not eat huge amounts. It's just an interesting thing.
It's an interesting one because I guess it's obviously. I'm just looking at it from a few different points of view because the rate of what she's gaining, even though in absolute terms is still increasing, just like plateauing, like linear, but percentage-wise it's slowing down. So she's obviously something I think people find hard to get their head around. That obviously she's getting heavier, but she's only actually putting on a smaller percentage each time because the weight's going up. The same as when you come down, you're probably losing a smaller percentage of versus absolute value. So it has to slow. I feel like it's going to slow.
Yeah, and the whole point of it is it's going to slow down to a point where she reaches this genetic set point. That's what she's trying to find, this genetic set point where she's going to find this place where her hunger levels are fine, she doesn't feel food focused and all this sort of stuff.
What's the measurability factor of I'm hungry? Or
well, this is the thing, right? This is exactly it.
Is it like you surely you have like a little sliding happy scale of like 1 to 10, like I'm ravenous, I'm going to smash this, or is it just when I feel a little bit like I'm peckish, I'm going to go eat?
Yeah,
there are certain points of the day, essentially, because obviously work and stuff plays a factor for us. Maybe I can't. I may have 5 clients in a row, and I'm going to feel hungry. Probably by the second client, I've got to have a snack. I've got to come back, and then I'm even more ravenous. But probably I'm not going to eat as much. If I had a couple of gaps, I would have filled that with 2 big meals instead of
so
like 1.
The point was she's going with every time she eats, she's eating to satiety.
Okay.
So she's obviously in periods where she is hungry, but then every time she eats, she's going to eat. And because she was saying how previously she's always eaten to 60-80% fullness, and she's always wanted more food and stuff like that, which again isn't a bad way to be. Like that's not you know, you don't have to be full all the time. But yeah, I don't know. I just question the concept of it, and like I said, I like I said, the cynic in me wonders whether it's a bit of jumping on the body positivity thing but then like I said, she's going to diet it off. Like I don't know how.
Well, I think it's it wouldn't be.
It's just extreme. My point is, extreme. It wouldn't be, it's the exact extreme opposite. Like it's not healthy.
We wouldn't be talking about it if it was like, oh, I'm gaining half a kilo a week. Great.
Oh, yeah,
we do that anyway. That's fine. That's a healthy. We know that's healthy. We know that's manageable. It's maintainable. You're not going to go crazy. So it's the extreme nature of it that makes it social media-y savvy, right? So that we can get people talking.
And that's
obviously the cynic in us. That's what we try to do. That's why you guys do 10,000, 24,000 calorie challenges. You don't go, I'm going to do 24 calorie challenge or 2,500 calorie challenge.
I wouldn't finish it, mate. I wouldn't.
So that's the whole point. I get that. From looking at the health benefits, health negativities as well, I guess, we would say we wouldn't advise it from that extreme as well, considering she's gone one. I don't know, how quickly does she normally diet show-wise?
I don't know. She doesn't do shows and stuff. Like I just imagine that for her to maintain her physique, she's constantly thinking about her calorie intake and where it is. But again, I would argue that's also because doing cheat days and stuff isn't smart. Like if you're doing 10,000 calorie cheat days, it's hard to regulate your calories in over the next 2 weeks, especially as a female being 50, 55 kilos, as we assume she is. Like you don't have as much to play with. Whereas Mike is maintenance is 4,000 calories. So for him, 10,000 calories a day is nothing. You know, but it's
you back off 1,000 calories for the next 6 days, you're fine. Yeah.
And it's that whole thing of like I said, I think it can't be healthy to like you said, she's talking about the extreme of one end of like constantly being hungry to then the extreme of the other end of never being hungry, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, like why don't you find like something in the middle? Like it might work like well for you, but again, like you said, it's not going to make YouTube videos, not going to get views, and is it? But it's just like I don't know, So I don't know what I feel about it.
So what's our prediction? When do you think that I guess she'll stop? When will satiety be reached, and when will everything kind of?
We won't know. We won't know when it will be reached, like in terms of a weight or in terms of a target weight. But she said on her most recent video that she's starting to feel as if she's getting full. She's starting to notice that she needs less food to feel full. And you would do having gained 15 kilos. But like I said, like I don't know. I think it's going to end with her being quite possibly looking at her physique, wondering if she's happy with where she's at, if she needs to diet, if she wants to diet, maybe she'll just accept her body as it is and she'll be happy with that, and body positivity and all that sort of stuff. But when you listen to the video, it's kind of like the whole thing of her is that the reason she's doing it is the next time she diets, she has an easier time of it, and it doesn't feel as really. It's like, so you're doing this just to diet? I don't get it. Like, why not go halfway and then maintain and then feel comfortable maintaining? And like, it's just that extreme nature of the speed at which she's trying to do it. And I think the reason she's doing it that way is so she can diet quicker. And it just seems like a really strange cycle to get into. To eat as much food as quickly as possible, to then diet so you can diet again. And it's like, hang on a minute, like you're trying to probably diet to get to a point somewhere in the middle of that where you don't feel as hungry, but to diet to get to the point you were at before, you're still going to be hungry because that's how it works. Like as you diet, you get hungry.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean?
I can't imagine coming from this a different angle in terms of psychologically and mental health. It can't be good because obviously the diet is going to be with negative connotations. Therefore, but it's probably going to be longer as well that she's going to diet for. She's probably going to have to do it. She's probably going to have to do it in stages. If she wants to keep the hunger at bay, she's going to have to do it in stages. Because if she tries to lose anything more than, again, depending on what weight she gets to, but let's say she tries to lose more than 7 kilos in one hit of a diet,
after that point, you're going to start getting hungry. And I think that the hunger levels are related to the percent body fat she's probably at. So on the way down, she'll be like, oh, I'm not hungry. I'm fine. I'm not hungry. Yeah, because you've got 20 kilos to lose. Because to get where you wanted to be initially, and we know that as you diet down, as you get closer to a lower body fat percentage, you get hungrier. Like, it's your body crying out for more food. It wants it. And I just feel that being at such a low body fat percentage, she's not given her hormones in her body enough time to adapt to her newfound body weight by constantly eating more and more and more and more food. Like, you've seen it post show people. They can put on weight at a ridiculous rate. Whereas you speak to someone like me or you now, we would find it harder to put on weight that quickly because our hormones are in check.
Yeah.
But I would say I'm only from probably a similar condition that she's in. For myself, I am probably 5 kilos away from a relative body composition to her where she was when she started this. So why not get to that point and stay there for a bit and be comfortable and then eat loads more veg and be full and be satiated? I just don't get it, because I think on the way back down to get to, like I said, 5 kilos away from that body fat that she's looking to probably maybe be at, she's going to be hungry again. Like, it just seems like, again, the cynic in me, I think it's just a bit of a stunt maybe, but it's something that we're talking about it, isn't it? So it's exactly what she wanted. Like, maybe. I don't know. It's her choice, obviously, and like, don't get me wrong, like, it's fucking her choice. Who are we to tell her what to do? But I'm sure that there was probably a better way of doing it, in my opinion.
To be honest, I think it's super interesting, and I'm glad we have people that do this kind of stuff, because it then informs us what's going to happen if somebody raise that question. And the fact is, it is research. She's doing it because it's research, because we don't know the fucking answer. Like, that's why it's called research, generally speaking. Otherwise, we'd just be like, oh, this is what's going to happen. We don't really know. We don't really know what's the point, right? Obviously, it's 100% anecdotal, because there's only one person doing it. There's a whole batch of them. Cool. But I think it's super interesting. I feel like even the health benefits we can kind of map out. I think the psychological, health benefits, and what's the opposite benefit?
Drawback.
Yeah? Health drawbacks? That doesn't sound right, does it?
I don't know.
Health drawbacks. Health...
Negatives?
That doesn't sound right, because it's positives, right? Anyway, somebody tell me, please, if you're screaming out, like saying, Tom's English is terrible, I know. You should check my spelling. But yeah, the health negatives, health drawbacks, health something. I think the physical nature of it is you can map it out, but I think the psychological one will be very interesting. Also, I believe that the psychology and with the physiology is way more controlled by the hormonal levels than we really realise. So I think that's an added connotation, especially with the hormonal levels that we're constantly changing. I feel like we obviously get ourselves into ruts because of the hormonal levels changing in the brain, and shouldn't be really thinking about these old kind of Eastern European idealistic methods of psychology, which is coming to fruition now with more endocrinologists knowing what hormones are doing in the brain and actually regulating them. Generally, people are a little bit more happy, aren't they? They're not depressed, etc. In those kind of states of mind. If you're a little bit obese, you tend to be more depressed, and maybe hormonal levels aren't great. Strange how this correlation starts to happen. But I think that will be interesting, whether she can cope with that, considering she hasn't done that in her life before, and the extreme nature of being maybe overweight to what she was. Her body's going to be constantly adjusting, being like, what the fuck? Like, hormones are going to be crazy, and they're not going to be regulated anyway. So and whether that in her brain will fit. So that'd be interesting. Also, it'd be interesting to see. I would like to see Jeff Nippard's, because obviously he is his girlfriend, so he's going to be directly affected by it, the whole thing. Be interesting to hear his thoughts. Truthful thoughts. Yeah,
like I said, I wonder. I wonder, obviously, with YouTube, Instagram, like, say how someone deals with putting themselves out there like that, because a few negative comments potentially, and you might.
Yeah, then you're like, screw it, I'm not doing it. I'm going to come back down, because you can do it.
And it's easy to pretend everything's all right. No, good luck to her. Like, genuinely, I hope it all goes exactly how she wants it to.
We will follow it. Maybe we invite her on to talk about it, because that'd be interesting.
Oh yeah, she'd love to come on, mate. Yeah, all her followers, mate. She don't need us.
She don't need us at all, but oh well.
Yeah, I just think like I said, I wonder. I just wonder.
Be interesting. Which because we talked about this previously, and we've realised what the actual message should be, right?
Yeah.
Should be accepting your choices.
Yeah.
Not with the whole where you relate into body positivity. So this is our catch line. We need to, instead of being like accept your body image is good. Yeah, accept your choice. Don't accept your body.
I just think with it, if it was reversed, we'd be having a go at it. If someone was to cut calories to like 600 calories a day and try to lose 2 kilos a week for 2 months, you would say what you're doing, that's not healthy.
Well, we would say that.
I think a lot of people would. I think I think that in the fitness industry, you would get slandered. You would get people say that you can't do that. Like that's setting a bad example for people.
Isn't that basically intermittent fasting?
Well, it depends on how strictly you take it, doesn't it? But
that's what I did.
But like you know, we're talking here. She's on 2,000 calories a day surplus. Well, if you went into 2,000 calorie a day deficit, you'd get lynched.
But then the percentage is different, mate. So I don't think it's plausible. Because you're coming down, because you're starting at a factor of 0, then your 100% would be 600. Say that, and then but the percentage changes because your 100% is you're saying I'm only going to eat to 600 calories, therefore that becomes your 100%, and then over 2,000 is 300% of that, but only 2,000 of 2,600 is only 75% of it.
Yeah, but you know my point, mate.
I know the point, but I'm just doing the maths for you, so you're wrong.
Yeah. Right. Thanks for pointing out, mate. Idiot.
But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, you would get ripped apart. But interesting. You'd lose in the same rate that you'd gained, hopefully, according to physics. Otherwise, we are wrong, Dan. We have to rethink all our ideologies. It's fine for us. We just say blame it on hormones because we don't know what's going on. It's fine.
Yeah, just blame it on hormones.
If physics doesn't work, blame it on hormones. It's fine. But it would work, so it doesn't matter. I mean, accept your choices. Yeah, good.
Accept your choices, mate. Yeah, well, like I suppose, yeah, you wanted to talk, didn't you, a bit about our message, I suppose. Like, what would our message be if we were to sum it up? Like, what would it be? And
I think that kind of sums it up because I feel like it doesn't matter if you want to take drugs, if you want to, I don't know, get fat, if you want to go skinny, if you want to go any way you like. It's like as long as you accept the choice that you're doing that, and it's up to you. It's not peer pressured. It's not social pressured. It's not like, oh, if you want to go get plastic surgery, do it. If you want to drink Fanta, do it. If you want to go, I don't know. It doesn't matter if you're accepting your body, but you're accepting your choice to change it. 100%, yeah. Or if you don't want to change it, then don't. It doesn't really matter. So it's just having that realization of like, actually, it's a choice of your choice. It's not like, oh, be proud of the skin you're in. Like, yeah, cool. But if you want to change it, then that's your choice to change it. It's absolutely fine. It's nobody else. It's you. That's what we're driving home, Dan. That's why I've got Voldemort's wand.
I like it. I like that. I don't know. I just think that, like I say, everyone's quick to give their opinions on stuff, like we are, obviously, just there.
What's she doing? Oh my god!
Yeah, but it is a choice. It is obviously.
100%.
You know, it's
that's why we live in the Western world. That's why we live in England, and then that's why we can do these crazy things. Which is a good thing. Very good thing, Dan.
Apparently.
That's why they let idiots like us have a podcast.
I still can't believe we've not been shut down yet. I'm just waiting for that day.
Lawsuit against us at some point.
I'm waiting for that day. Yeah, it's going to come. So, yeah, that's our message, isn't it? That's our message. Own your choices.
Own your choices, good and bad.
That's it.
All right, mate. That's enough heavy talk. There was a few people who wanted to know what I was doing with G-flights or what G-flights are.
Enlighten us, Tom.
Enlighten us. So, within Third Space, so the personal training level 4 is like a strength, power, development, potentiation, plyometric-y thing. Basically S&C.
Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, it's just like jumping around.
Jumping around. We do strength. We do like Dan Baker's strength model. We do power model. We do PAP. Dan knows what PAP is. He would have had to use it at some point. No? Fine. Cool. But yeah, the G-flights are measuring a few things. So we got they're basically just a measurement tool for jumps, really. And so they're a laser, and it's a broken beam effect that you have to do. Two little things. They cost about 350, 400 quid a pop. So we bought 10. And just to scatter around third spaces. And you have to be trained to use them. You don't really, but yeah, they're fun. To measure like jump height, vertical jump height, not broad jumps because they're a bit tough. It also measures ground reaction time, which is how fast you're coming off the floor. Say if you're doing a reactive jump, which is very paramount because for something to be a plyometric based exercise, utilizes the stretch shortening cycle called coiled spring, amortization phases, if anybody wants to really know what that is. It's the phase between concentric and eccentric in a jump, relying on a tendon to spring out. But for something to be a fast plyometric, you have to have a ground reaction time of under 250 milliseconds. For it to be slow plyometric, it is over 250 milliseconds. So everything has a variant degree of being plyometric, but how you take impact and force changes, and that thing is measuring it. And they've also come up, I think they just wanted to do some maths, so they've also come up with something called the reactive strength index. So it is the ground reaction time being...
Sorry, Jim, while you think about that and come up with it, can I just tell everyone that you are waving your wand around as you're doing that, as if it's like he's trying to like come up with the maths in his head, but he's waving his wand around as if he's like making a spell. Like you can't see it, but he actually thinks he's Voldemort. Carry on.
It's true. I might take this for when I lecture.
Mate, you look even worse than when you use your hands.
I could get the sword down. I've got Longclaw on the wall. You can see that, Dan, can't you?
God, I can't actually believe. You know, sometimes you can't remember why you're friends with someone.
Look, there it is. See,
you're into some weird shit, aren't you?
Longclaw, it's great.
It's a big ass sword, like from Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
No, it's not from Lord of the Rings. Jesus.
Oh,
Christ.
sorry. Oh my God. Sorry, my Lord of the Rings knowledge is not the standard for you.
No, I would like that though.
Oh, there you go. That's why I thought it was from Lord of the Rings.
No, it's from Game of Thrones, mate. It's Jon Snow's sword. Come on.
That's what I meant, Game of Thrones. What did I say? Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
I meant Game of Thrones.
Did
that's
you?
That's the thing you watch, yes.
I watched both, mate, so you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got... going back, so ground reaction time, I think it's divided by the height in centimetres of your jump, and you come up with a reactive strength index, so it proves how powerful you are through a jump. It was cool. And at a certain height, so you got like depth jumps. If you're jumping down from over 60 centimeters and then trying to react off the floor and jump up, there's a height that you kind of plateau, and then you get worse because you're having to absorb too much impact. Exos have come up with a theory that you have to then designate your training towards power or strength based off this ground strength index. It's pretty cool.
It's that simple. It's that simple.
Yeah. So we went through the science of it. We're in third space. If you're training for third space, this is what you do. So these guys were the first ones to go through our little course. And they've got a 12-week case study to do, which will be fun. They have to use G-flights. They have to come up with...
Stop waving the wand. Seriously.
Shall I wave something else?
Yeah, just put it down. Just put it down, mate.
No, this is what I'm missing. I need something to hold at all times. So yeah, it's interesting, mate. It'd be fun.
It doesn't sound it. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. If you're nerdy like me, it's super interesting. So, clearly, you like calories, mate. Come on, it's just calories, but like better.
That's just jumping.
We got to make it exciting and have numbers for this. You got all these like, this is how much a calorie is, blah blah blah, macronutrients. We got to make it nerdy somehow. So we got to be like, yeah, this is how quickly you jump off the floor.
Yeah, you can't be like just lift.
No, don't just lift. You've got to know the exact equation for the like whatever number you're lifting and percentage wise, don't you? And how much R&R you are.
Exactly.
Do you even know your what would it be for your jumps, Dan? What is your MAV? Or your MRV. Ask them that, right? What is your MRV for plyometric jumping?
1.
1.
That's the amount of jumps I've ever done in my life in a row.
I enjoyed doing the like 10-15 minute lecture on intensity training and speed and velocity for strength training and power training, and being like, once you lost velocity, you stop. It's like, what? I was like, yep. As soon as the speed of that lift goes down, it drops over this percentage, you stop. You fuck off. You go rest. Go rest for 18 minutes. So the resting times for plyometric exercises, or potentiating, is 4 to 12 minutes, which is a long time, right? That they have to wait to go do another performance exercise. They're like, what? So what? Like, yeah. You might do 6, and then as soon as it drops, like you call it. You're like, no, it's no longer. You're no longer training power. You're training like muscular endurance and hypertrophy. We don't want to train that. That's not the point.
No.
What? This is bonkers. I was like, yeah, it's crazy, man. You might get to 5 or 6, and then you're done. And you're smoked. You no longer can explode and have enough energy or ATP to do it. So therefore, fuck off. It's crazy. Got to train fast to be fast now. Yeah, mate.
That's why I'm slow, mate.
That's why you're so slow mentally. Right. I've written down, because we've got to go off topic now, 5 worst, but I think we just go worst, or a variance of worst. So you did a supplements one, mate.
Oh, my Instagram story, yes,
your
I did.
Instagram story. Has that thing got released yet or not?
What, the video?
That video, yeah.
Oh, no, that's one we did ages ago. That was an old video. But the content's still gold.
Of course it is. So what were the worst supplements? So you can be slightly educational for this one, then we can go madly off topic.
Put me on the spot, mate, now, aren't you?
Well, you can just name them if you really want to.
Mate, there's more than 5, mate. There's loads. I just can't remember the 5 we picked now.
All right, okay.
I think it was like fat burners, obviously, ridiculous, complete waste of time. BCAAs, again, complete waste of time and money. CLA is like a fat burning supplement, which is useless. What else was there? Green tea extract, pointless. Apple cider vinegar, pointless for weight loss. Diet whey, pointless. Usually has more calories.
Diet whey's, I love that one.
That's it. They're the top 6 bullshit
good.
supplements that we come up with. They're just, but they're also the ones that are like pushed at the front of all the health stores, all the like Honda Bar and everything like that. They're all the ones at the front.
And to put anybody at rest, I have bought every single one of those.
Oh, I have. I have. Don't you worry about it. I bought every single one of those.
Yep.
Yep.
And I was in a massive calorie deficit, so they all worked.
Yeah. No, I was trying to gain weight when I was taking one. Keep the fat off. I was trying to gain weight.
Of course. Sorry, didn't realise that. That's definitely how it works. Yeah, fine. All right, so that's enough. I don't know.
So that's some educational stuff.
Yeah,
right, mate. The top 6 worst exercises.
Oh, that sounds educational as well. But yeah, we can go. No, I don't want 6. 5's a no. Why do you pick 6?
I can't remember why we picked 6. We just did.
It's just like.
We just felt like we couldn't leave any one of those off. I think.
Probably. Yeah, you probably like these are all dumb as fuck. When they put these exercises, we can just go for like 4 to 5. I think.
Hang on, mate. What? Because you can't think of 6. Come on, mate.
I probably can, but I feel like I'm gonna ruin too many people's lives. I think we can come up with these together, mate. Worst exercises: wrist curls. Don't understand them. No idea what's going on. Wrist curl. No idea what's going on.
Pointless.
Literally pointless. Hold things. There's your grip. Cool. Wonderful. No idea what's happening there. A forward rebound lunge. Unless you've got patella tendon rehab happening.
I hate that exercise.
Hate that exercise.
Forward lunge.
Do not load it like with a barbell or anything or ever. Yeah. The only reason that I would ever use it is generally for like plyometric stuff, and you're doing that at velocity. And then I probably wouldn't do it. No.
I'm going to say, considering how most people do them, sit-ups. Stop doing it.
Sit-ups, yeah.
You're just basically training your flexors. Stop it. Stop there.
Oh, this one. Obviously you can't see this on the video, but lying down, and then I don't know whether you put your legs up slightly or whatever, but then you kind of move your arms up and down.
Yeah.
I don't know what that one is. I'm not too sure what it is.
I know what you mean. Similar. Just do a bird dog if you're there. Just do that.
They're just lying on the back. They move their arms up and down a little bit.
I actually think it's a Pilates move, though. I actually think it's like an actual Pilates thing. I don't know what it's to do with.
I don't know what it does, though.
It looks stupid, though, doesn't it?
It does look ridiculous. I don't really know. We got how many is that? 4.
Oh, I've got one. The standing rotator cuff.
Oh, standing rotator cuff. That is amazing. With whatever
dumbbell, or even by your side. Or even by your side, like they're flailing out to the side.
Understanding what gravity does, seriously. Lie down, do it.
Jesus. And another shit one is training, like with weight, internal rotation. Like actually trying to get stronger on internal rotation.
Yeah, you need that, mate. Internal rotation didn't need it to get strength, mate. Obviously. Absolutely ridiculous. Use a cable machine. Jesus Christ. Or just lie down and do it.
And do you know what I'm going to throw in there again? I like the sit-up because of how it's done by most people. The plank. Stop planking. Just stop planking. Most people
because they don't do them right. Yeah.
Yeah, they butcher it. They train the lower. They're just hurting the lower back.
Yeah.
They try and do it for time.
I never understand the loaded plank, like because we do RKC planks for 20 seconds at a time.
Yeah,
and it's braced. You have to literally.
How do you hold a plank for? That's not an exercise.
Great, mate. What a waste of time you've had.
Yeah.
Good. Side plank 20 seconds. RKC plank 20 seconds. Braced the fuck. Like imagine
shitting up.
Yeah, basically you are holding 200 kilos and going.
Yeah,
that's what I want it to look like. Otherwise, you're doing it wrong.
That was not hard, was it, Tom?
We can, and just for shits and giggles, kipping pull-ups, absolutely fun.
That's not an exercise though. That's not an exercise.
Butterfly pull-ups, whatever they're called. Yeah.
Oh, the other thing as well the other day was Mike had never heard of Ben Bruno. Never heard of him. So I said to him, I was like, "You're going to love this guy's sense of humour." So I showed him the video of him with Phil Rosenthal, and he's like, "Oh yeah, so we're just going to do kipping pull-ups," and he's like, "What's kipping mean?" He's like, "It's Spanish for shitty form." I was just like, "Oh my god, it's so funny."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I've run out of ideas, so let's just do burpees." So I think of something else.
It was like, do it to exhaustion. Yeah, you look like you're done. Like what? Yeah, you're done.
Do it to failure. Oh no, actually, you're done.
So good. So we got 4, 5, 6 worst. And when they're putting these into both the same category, sweets, chocolate.
Turkish Delight.
Turkish Delight is absolutely awful.
Licorice all sorts.
Anything. Fisherman's Friend. Oh, who likes that? That's awful.
They like medicinal though, so let them off for that.
Still awful.
Yeah.
It's in the sweet. It's in the sweets aisle, isn't it? I know it might be. It's in Boots as well.
Hershey's chocolate.
Hershey's like normal chocolate is
bad. It's like stick.
It tastes awful. Like the ones that are like I don't know, like Love Hearts. Hershey's Kisses, they're bad. Parma Violets.
Yeah.
No, they're absolutely disgusting. I wrote purple velvet things, but that's Parma Violet. That's I can remember what it was. I was like, yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think of other than Hershey's bad chocolate.
Bad chocolate Bounty. What? That's just. I think that's more the coconut.
Yeah, that's the coconut, isn't it? It's not the chocolate. I'm just thinking of actual chocolate, really.
Kinnerton chocolate is pretty bad.
Yeah, the kids' chocolate, isn't it? Kinnerton.
It's kids' chocolate. It's like the if anybody doesn't know, if you buy a advent calendar and it has actual like Toy Story on it or anything like that, it's probably Kinnerton chocolate because Cadbury's and stuff don't get the rights to those.
Yeah, it's cheap shit.
Cheap crap, right? Anything else? I don't like. I think stuff with like hard caramel is generally bad, like the eclairs. I'm probably gonna lynch for this, but I really dislike strawberry laces. I don't get the hype with them. Ooh, I like strawberry laces.
I don't get the hype with strawberry laces, Tom. Like the thicker ones, I get it, but
you know what?
I'd say another bad sweet is the American Twizzlers. They're not good.
Twizzlers aren't good. No, yeah, you're right. But you need to up your game. How about the strawberry pencils? Strawberry pencils.
Good, okay, but that's because of the middle bit.
The middle bit you kind of like will suck out, and then you can't. Can't bubble.
Strawberry laces are just feel like they're a bit like.
It's just strawberry licorice, isn't it?
Yeah. I think what else, mate? It's probably more.
100% more. Yeah, there's got to be other stuff. Humbugs and all that kind of old crap. It's not good.
No, I quite like humbug. I don't mind humbug. I don't mind humbug, mate.
Ooh,
we're talking worst here, mate. Come on. We're fucking Turkish Delights and Hershey's. Come on. Like mint humbugs don't belong with that.
Licorice all sorts?
Yeah, we said that. Awful.
Yeah, but you just said licorice.
No, I didn't. I said licorice all sorts.
Did you?
Yes.
I will not rewind it.
Rewind it. Go listen. I said licorice all sorts.
Fine. I think it's enough. There's a few in there.
Definitely enough.
100%. All right, drinks.
Ooh.
And this can be, if we can't really open the, I don't know, general alcoholic stuff, because there's a lot of cocktails.
Carlsberg beer is awful.
Carlsberg, it's a bad beer.
It's the worst beer you can get, easily. Because it's the whole thing of like probably the best beer in the world. It's definitely not.
No. That's not the worst beer, because Amstel is the worst bear.
Oh, okay. I don't really drink much beer, but Carlsberg is bad.
Amstel is bad in terms of that. Worst light cocktail has got to be a Negroni. That's bad.
What's that one? Ouzo.
Ouzo. Oh, that's bad.
Oh my
god.
Or
That's in terms
Sambuca.
of like shot. Yeah, Sambuca's just they're just
I'll tell
liquid shots.
you what is bad. A soft drink that's bad is caffeine-free Diet Coke. Awful.
See,
Awful.
my mum buys that, and
Awful.
it's in a
That makes
weird
me
like
realise-
beige like can.
Yeah,
as
and it
well.
makes you realise how much flavour caffeine adds. Because it's the same with coffee, like decaf coffee. I'm like, don't like it. Doesn't taste as good.
You know, I went to Five Guys last week.
I've got a bad
last
drink: a turmeric latte or a beetroot latte. What's the fucking point?
What is that?
What's the fucking point?
See, it's coming up to pumpkin spice latte season.
Now that I'm excited about.
Yeah, I mean, I always get excited about it, and then I always regret it. Or I always like order a large one, and definitely the large one is too much.
Too much, yeah.
It's like 400 odd. It's about
I feel like with them,
60 calories.
I feel like with them soon it's gonna be like cream eggs are at Easter. It's gonna be like for 4 months you're gonna be able to get one. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like soon it's just gonna be like as soon as it starts getting a little bit cold outside, like now, they're gonna start just selling them. And then come Halloween you'll be bored of them. You'll be like, oh, brilliant.
100%. Then as soon as Halloween kicks out, you got the gingerbread latte.
Yeah, and you got Christmas lattes straight away. Oh, I'm looking forward to Christmas now.
So, August hasn't even broke up yet. But yeah, I think any other drinks. I mean, like soft drinks and stuff. I'm okay with most soft drinks. If I'm honest.
I'm okay with most of them. Like I don't like cream soda. You know, like that.
Cream soda's bad, isn't it? No, that what they have. I had which wasn't good. The raspberry Fanta from Five Guys wasn't good.
Really?
Didn't
The other one I'm going to throw out there is the original Lucozade. Not good. Just not good.
Oh yeah, Jesus! What's the Scottish thing? Same colour.
I'm-
Brew. Oh, that's bad. Yeah,
Don't get it.
Don't get that at
don't
all.
get the hype,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get like ridiculed 100% for that because guarantee there's a bunch of listeners from the north somewhere who love it, absolutely love it.
Yeah, but they're from the north, so they don't
They are
count.
from the north, yeah.
Their
That's right.
their views don't count.
They wouldn't have been able to download this. This was in a few weeks. They'd take downloads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Dial
exactly,
up would have been like, oh, this is taking a bit of a while. So
Yeah, not worried then. I'm not worried in the slightest.
I'm not worried. Yeah, I'll get like a message in about like 2 months. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. We'll forget about it then.
Cereals. I think we definitely covered this in.
Oh,
previous
mate, this
episodes,
is easy, isn't it? This.
I
You've got
but
all bran,
shredded wheat, all bran.
shredded wheat.
I'm tempted to go when Weetabix goes super soggy.
Yeah, Weetabix, because the thing with Weetabix is the toppings that make it. So
Yeah, and like there's the specific time period where it's okay, and it lasts about 20 seconds before the milk sets in too much.
yeah,
Bad.
I'm gonna say like really
stuff with almond milk.
anything. Yeah, so that's the almond milk's
It's
fault.
just almond milk.
I'm gonna go really plain muesli.
Oh, just muesli. Yeah.
Just plain muesli, like what?
What is that?
All bran. We said that one that's called Just Right. Awful.
Just right.
It's called Just Right. It's always next to the fruit and fibre, and it's like the shitty, like younger brother that just doesn't get picked for
Oh,
sports.
really? People used to get excited about. Was it Start cereal?
Or nah.
That was bad. Yeah.
There's also one called like Gripe Nuts.
Gripe nuts.
Grape Nuts. I think it's Grape Nuts. Grape Nuts. Really weird. Look out for it in the supermarket. It's just you'd never pick it because it's just awful.
Yeah.
Grape Nuts.
I tend to hate any cereal that's got dried fruit in it as well, or like dehydrated fruit.
Yeah, I'm not too.
not-
I
I'm not a fan.
I like fruit and
I
fibre.
like fruit in it, but like
don't mind fruit
fresh
and
fruit.
fibre, so
Like grab
I'm alright.
grab some fresh fruit and jump that in there. Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Don't
trying
really
to-
understand that.
I'm trying to think, mate. I just don't go near it. Do you know? I just don't. I wouldn't. Like plain Cheerios, not great.
Yeah, not really.
Anything plain like that, just not great.
It's not good.
It needs sugar on it.
I think that's enough of them, mate.
Yeah, I reckon.
Too depressing. Alright, any other business, Daniel?
No other business for me.
Nor me, mate. And we're all good. I will be in. Where am I going? New Forest. I'm going to the New Forest today, as this comes out. So I will be down there.
Too many fucking holidays you take, mate. Tell you.
It's my sister's 30th. Oh, I went to a Harry Potter drinks cocktail thing the other week.
Did you take your wand?
I didn't take my one. No.
Should-
But they gave you your own one because then you have to like use it to do the drinks and stuff. And we got to make potions. Oh, well, I'll take you down. It'll be great.
Such a child.
It was
Such a child.
fantastic. Loved it. Every second. I'm going back. 100% going back.
On your own, probably.
Oh yeah.
You're so cool.
I'll make friends.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, but
See if one of those will do a podcast with you.
Yeah, be a nerd show. Be great. We wouldn't be talking about fitness, well, we don't anyway. But,
It's about Warhammer.
All right, Warhammer. No, I'm not talking about that. That's pitiful. I've got a limit. Jesus Christ. All right. I guess we'll catch you next week.
See you later.